What's up guys, Max here and welcome back to my dungeon. Today I'm going to do some final check before going full liquid nitrogen with the CPU that I tested in the day before, because I want to see if the Radeon is better than the 3090 Kingpin, because someone told me that there's maybe an issue with the driver overhead for the Nvidia, and that in some CPU limited scenario it may limit the overall average FPS. And well, so today I have to check if that is true. So what I'm going to do now is to bring down to negative 95 degrees this Ryzen 9 5950X, disable one CCD and SMT off. So we will have 8 core in one only CCD for better intercore latency. So this is the one that scored the best last time. It was 283. And I'm going to test the 3090 Kingpin now with some overclocking with the limit of the AIO, but we probably like 2.2 gigahertz and plus 1000 or something in the memory, and the PowerColor Radeon RX 6800 XT with the EK Waterblock overclocked to the limit. So we're talking about like 26 or 2700 megahertz as minimum and 2700 or 2800 megahertz as maximum, and the memory like 2 2100 or something like that, so almost at the limit of the slider. And well, this is performing well, but I'm not sure because this card is very powerful. So the test of today is just to understand what card I'm going to use for my next video, and it will be or the Radeon or the 3090 Kingpin. So let's get started and go in Sub-Zero. Alright, now the 3090 Kingpin is overclocked at 2175 MHz and plus 1 GHz on the memory. And let's try. So our previous score was 283 with this configuration. So Ryzen 9 5950X with only one CCD enabled and SMT off. And well, it's 5.6 gigahertz memory at 3800 megahertz C14. We was able to score 283. So what I'm going to check now is if in the previous test I was some kind of GPU limited, because all the three CPU was like more or less at the same score, except for this that was a bit faster. And well, maybe now I think we are going to score a bit better. If you take a look here, because usually in the other videos I didn't look too much there, because 1080p, 3090 Kingpin, World of Warcraft was not likely to be GPU limited, but well, in this case the CPU is pushing really hard, so I think, I have the suspect. So now we are going to see if it's true or not. And well, it seems that no, overclocking the card doesn't really help us. In fact, I'm scoring the same of the CPU of this CPU at 5.4 gigahertz, so well, within the range of error. So probably if I do the test all over again, I will have 283, 284, 281, 280, 279. So okay, basically I was not GPU limited, and that is fine. But what I'm going to do now is to change the 3090 Kingpin for the 6800 XT, and to see if we have driver overhead limiting our maximum FPS. Okay, now we have the Radeon 6800 XT is water cooled and overclocked with 2.6 GHz minimum, 2.7 GHz maximum, and well, usually this is really fast. So well, now I'm going to check if I switch to this GPU instead of the 3090 Kingpin overclocked, the results is different or not, since some user in the comments asked to do this test to avoid to add like the driver overhead with Nvidia. And well, let's try to see if we have some different score. There we go. Hard to say. Seems that we have a boost, The GPU is running at 93%, so we are really limited or almost limited here. But yes, it seems that we have a better FPS overall. So probably that Nvidia Driver Overhead is something really real, especially when we have the CPU pushing this lot of FPS. Yeah, it seems definitely faster. So we are at 308, 7. So yeah, probably for the final test, I will have to use this GPU. Maybe it doesn't have the raw power of the 3090 Kingpin unlocked, but in some CPU limited scenario, it seems that it helps. Yeah, 301. So we are definitely going to use this GPU. It seems that we have a good 20 FPS more. So now we are going to finish the run. Probably the FPS is going to raise a bit. So okay, 8, 300. Wow. And okay, so 304 FPS. The previous one, the record, not in this episode but in the previous, was 383. Sorry, 283. So yes, 21 FPS more, which is like 80% more. So this card is 8% more than the 3090 Kingpin unlocked and overclocked. Wow, I didn't expect that, really. So nice to know. All right, so it seems that the driver overhead is causing some issue here because this card, the 3090 Kingpin, is much more powerful than this, especially when I unlock the BIOS and I overclock it. So for the raw power, this should be the best one. But instead, we have the Radeon 6800 XT overclocked and water cooled as the best one. And well, there's also the 6900 XT that I don't have right now, and I think that for the last step of this extreme overclocking, extreme gaming videos, I will use this one since it's the best one and we need all the power we can. And I think that even if I overclock at liquid nitrogen, this card, it won't be as fast as this. We had a 21 FPS difference, which is a lot. And we need all the FPS we can. Well, I think I will do some other test, this one versus this one, and try various combination with smart access memory on and off to see if is a driver issue. I will try other drivers as well. Or someone I think told me that there was also a different Windows version that was having issues with this. But well, I think I have to go deep and understand if we can solve this issue or not, or well, simply that World of Warcraft runs better on AMD. Alright guys, so for today is everything. I hope that you enjoyed this video and remind you that it's like pure entertainment, so this is a very unrealistic situation. So let me know what you think in the comment section. If you want to contact me, use Discord because I sometimes I cannot keep up with all the comments. And well, see you in the next one.